We begin tonight with their names, the names of the 48 out of 49 people who have so far been identified, victims of the deadliest mass shooting in American history, a massacre that happened in a gay nightclub just a block from where I'm standing, just down that road 2 nights ago. There is one name I want to tell you that you will not hear in this broadcast tonight, one picture of a person you won't see. We will not say the gunman's name or show his photograph. It's been shown far too much already. In the next 2 hours, we want to try to keep the focus where we think it belongs, on the people whose lives were cut short, and we're going to start tonight by honoring them. There are more than a list of names. There are people who loved and were loved. There are people who had families and friends and dreams. And the truth is, we don't know much about some of them. We want you to hear their names and a little bit about who they were. Edward Sotomayor, Jr. He worked at a travel agency that catered to the gay community. His family says he was witty, charming, and that he always left things better than he found them. He was 34 years old. Akira Monet Murray, she recently graduated from high school, was planning to go to Mercyhurst University and play basketball. She was just 18. Rivera Velasquez, he was the partner to Louise. He was 37. Antonio Devon Brown was a captain in the U.S. Army Reserve and a graduate of Florida A&M. He was 29. Alejandro Barrios Martinez was 21. Joel Rayon Paniagua was 32. Jean Nieves Rodriguez was 27. We don't have pictures of these people. Gil Marie Rodriguez Sullivan was 24. And Paul Terrell Henry was 41 years old. We think it's important that you hear their names.
Can you describe your emotions right now?
I don't know how to describe them. On one hand, I've got 20 of our community members laying on the floor of a nightclub, dead. I've got 40 people in the hospital right now, and I have so many community members that were there, that witnessed this, that
We stand with the people of Orlando who have endured a terrible attack on their city. Although it's still early in the investigation, we know enough to say that this was an act of terror and an act of hate. And as Americans, we are united in grief, in outrage, and in resolve to defend our people. What is clear is that he was a person filled with hatred. This is an especially heartbreaking day for all of our friends, our fellow Americans who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. The shooter targeted a nightclub where people came together to be with friends, to dance and to sing and to live. The place where they were attacked is more than a nightclub. It is a place of solidarity and empowerment where people have come together to raise awareness, to speak their minds, and to advocate for their civil rights.
I am a father of 2. I like to believe I have a shred of common sense. And I simply do not understand why anybody in this country is allowed to purchase and own a semi-automatic assault rifle. It makes no sense to me. These are weapons of war, and they have no place in civilian life. I have tried to understand this issue from every side, and it all comes down to this. Nobody I know or have ever met in my entire life should have access to a weapon that can kill so many people so quickly.
Homophobia and Islamophobia are interconnected systems of oppression. We cannot champion the rights of one community and ignore or remain silent on the rights of another.
The result of these attacks should be love and unity and